Waza Wednesday studio. Today we're going to talk about arm control. So there are a variety of ways to move and control an opponent's arm, but if you're doing it correct, you're going to be disrupting their body, because obviously if I move his arm and not his body, he's just going to punch me in the face. So, you know, like this is a popular arm control here where you grab underneath and bring him through so you can follow up with other techniques. Same thing here, if I'm pulling this to my hip, I don't want to just pull straight because his body's not disrupted, so it's easier for him to strike. I'm going to want to twist him in so that it's easier to strike and follow up with. Today we're going to specifically be focusing on this kind of wet towel, slapping the arm down and moving it to the side. So sometimes in your basic kata you'll see things like this where you block across and bring it down. And that can of course be blocking and bringing the arm down. But for street combatants, I'm going to actually control with both hands and bring it around to the side. From here, I'm set up to finish with strikes, chokes, or locks. So again, as he throws a punch, I can turn, strike, and finish. Another easy thing to do once you've hit this and brought it around is you can grab and pull him down into a throw. And again here with this, as he throws that punch, I can strike at the same time as I block. And I'm being more aggressive with my block because every block should be a strike. So he throws that punch, I'm being more aggressive, and then I can finish in here with a choke, for example, or I can even take it straight into a joint lock this way. Okay? So again, as he comes through, you can even strike here, bring this around, and again, once he starts to turn his back, you're in good position. You follow up with a variety of hits, and even as you slap this around, this left hand is right here, ready to drop a strike on his head. Again, you can bring it around, take him into throws or chokes of a variety of ways. Or again, you can bring it right around into joint locks, and or throw. Work a little bit from this side. So again, this comes in, I'm blocking with my arms, I'm also just passing this straight through, okay? So again, as he throws, I'm bringing this right around to expose his back. Here, there's two strikes, bring it around. There's a break. As you turn your body, you pull hard and twist this shoulder into the joint. Then you can come up, control the head. You can bring it straight down into a knee strike, or you can throw this way. So again, with this, you want to be aggressive with that block. I can't emphasize that enough, as if he throws a punch and I'm just kind of weak with this, he's going to come through and hit. If I'm weak with the passing the arm, or if I'm passing too low, he's going to end up hitting me with the other side. So I want to make sure when I block this, one, it's a strong block. Two, I want this hand above his elbow, so when I pull that arm, I turn his body. Generally speaking, the wrist can move a lot further before the shoulder has to turn, but the upper arm can't move as far before the body has to move and has to turn. So when he throws this haymaker, you want to really slap it down strong. And notice how I keep this hand even with my chin to protect, so that if I do miss the block for some reason, or if he's trained and comes around with like a spin back knuckle off this, so I'm not getting hit by the next technique. That would be a pretty strange scenario. They'd have to be very well trained to do that. But anyway, you're coming here, now you control right away. Again, you can get control of the arms. Depends on what he's doing. You know, if I see this hand reach for something, I might focus all my attention on controlling that one arm. If he's not reaching for anything, I might focus more of my attention on a choke this way. That's another one I like here, is once you turn them, attacking to the knee or the joints in this leg. And again, if you attack that knee and you smash it all the way down, that patella tendon is going to hit the concrete. And when your body weight comes down on that knee and that tendon hits, there's a good chance that you're going to damage the patella tendon, and also just cause a separation in the knee because your foot is creating kind of a fulcrum point for everything to spread apart. Let's get more into the striking aspect here for a second. So anytime somebody's attacking you, you want to try to weaken them. And again, this could be a quick bounce and then control. And I'm just using his chest because that's not very fun on the face. So he throws that punch. You see the strike as you go, and then again, you can finish here. Another easy way to strike is to kick as it comes in. You're going to see it goes. You can see that didn't slow down my technique at all. Now we can take a look at some joint locks from here. You can break, you can wrist lock here, right? important thing when you do this wrist lock is to make sure you don't get too far forward over here because he's going to punch you. You want to keep yourself kind of back and keep him away from you. Now you can always strike here to finish as well and follow up with a variety of techniques from that side. Here, then you just keep working. See, this is a good way to get your students used to the motion, is just move it, move it, move it, move it. Good. And part of the reason why he's able to keep throwing when you work it continuous like that is because I'm not moving my feet. If he throws and I move into him, now it's harder for him to continue throwing. But if you want to just get used to the block first, you can kind of stay in one spot and just have him feed it to you. Okay. But again, if you move in, now you eliminate his ability to keep throwing those punches. You can look at this as common in like Nahanchi, how the arm blocks across, or even like in the Shorinkan, the Kion kata, how you block and circle down. So like a real basic way of working this would be straight punch, block, and circle. Straight punch, block, circle. But again, for more self-defense combative, when he throws that, this is going to hit down this way. And again, this arm is just making that same motion as your Gedan-Barai or Gedan-Barai. As you block here, you're hitting hard and then circling this through. I am hooking behind his elbow to pull him across, okay? Because, again, I don't want to leave him in a position where he can hit me. So when he throws this, we'll block and pull that and turn him. Now I'm in position to follow up, okay? And again, once you get somebody into this position, it's easy enough to throw them just by pulling back on the head or neck. I like to use my thumb and cut into the nerves here and pull straight back and down. And you'll lay them down right here. A lot of times if you pick up your knee, their head will bounce off your knee on the way down. Okay. And so Alexander's asking us to show the arm lock variation again. And again, this is all things that we're going to be teaching during the webinar. But after you've struck or done whatever you're going to do, as you pull him around and make him turn, my left hand has contact from the wrist. That started from the initial block. I don't want to lose contact and then like try to chase after this joint lock. That's never a good way to go. So as this comes around, the left arm maintains contact and I'm just going to step right into it with my body weight. This is going to pull hard this way. This shoulder is going to hit hard this way at the same time, and that's going to cause a break, at least a hyperextension or tweak the joint a little bit. So again, notice how the left hand never loses contact. So that's where the speed comes in, because I don't have to reposition my grip. A lot of people do joint locks where they're constantly trying to reposition his grip. And it's not that there's something wrong with that, it's just what's your opponent doing while you're doing all that repositioning, right? He's obviously going to be fighting back, kicking, punching, leaves you open to getting hit a lot. So when I block this left hand never moved, never repositioned. Then from here, if I want to bring in the wrist lock, again, I have control already from the armbar with both hands. All I have to do is bring it straight to me, create a base with his elbow against my chest, and push down on the hand. And when I locked, I'm right here. As I push this down, my right hand is still pulling him to make him turn. This left hand has stayed in the same position on the arm the whole time. Then I just turn and put my shoulder into place for the break. Again, from this side, as he swings, block, this left hand stays into place the whole time. This right hand gives a pull to keep him off balance so that he can't punch me. And I step right in for the break. And then again, from here, you can lock the arm, you can throw, you can knee strike. A lot of times a hard strike from here will finish. Yes, you can do the same types of things with the legs, but again, from here, that's going to turn him and turn his back. So this is a hard strike. I'm using my forearm to crash into the nerve on the outside of the leg. But then, if I want to trap, I can, and then of course, you can do a variety of finishes here. One of the easiest is just to grab the knee and turn. I can kick through the groin, stomp the thigh, crank on this. You can do an Achilles crank, you can do a heel hook, you can do a variety of other ankle locks. And then again, you know, we've shown this one before too, but if he throws like a round kick, you can turn the same way this way. And again, the important thing with this is controlling his posture so you're not getting hit. Because if I just block and grab, he's going to punch me. So when I block this, I want to turn him. Now his posture is controlled. Now I can step in and sweep. Now I can turn and throw. But again, the important thing is to control your opponent's posture, to get to superior position so that you can apply your locks. And especially you hear about that more in grappling arts like jiu-jitsu. Get position first, then get your submission. So coming up on March 11th, we are going to be doing a webinar that's going to feature more of these arm controls and techniques and more follow-up options. So this is one way to control the arm, but there are a variety of other ways to do arm controls and drags. And some of them come from punches, some of them come from like chokes and grabs this way. So on March 11th, we're going to be going over a variety of different types of arm controls and where they come from in your kata and how they can be used to enhance your self-defense techniques.